Tonight, as an eerie calm descends over Westminster after days of frantic talk about the prospect of blocking a no-deal Brexit and prompting a new general election.
At the heart of all this chatter is, of course, the Prime Minister Boris Johnson, who is considering what to do next after 4 bruising defeats in Parliament in the course of just 2 days back in the chamber, and now the loss of his own brother as a junior minister.
But the man who might actually be masterminding Mr Johnson's next move is a less familiar face and one that hails from our part of the world. Martin Stew introduces us to the enigma that is Dominic Cummings.
We are staying in! We are staying in!
We're leaving! Remain voters may see Boris Johnson as the pantomime Brexit villain, but many moderate Tories believe the puppet master pulling his strings is this man, Dominic Cummings. Born and bred in Durham, he was schooled there, owned the nightclub Clute, and still owns farmland in the area. But now he's ruffling more than a few feathers in Westminster.
To have an unelected, foul-mouthed oaf at the heart of Downing Street is dangerous and unacceptable. And I think the time has come when Mr Johnson has to get a handle on this and have Mr Cummings frog-marched out of Downing Street.
Get Brexit done!
In the past few days, Boris Johnson has seen his majority disappear, and those rebels who he kicked out of the party have lined up to blame Mr Cummings.
The great lady who you and I both revere, I'm sure, Mr Speaker, once said, "Advisers advise, ministers decide." Can I ask the Prime Minister to bear that statement closely in mind in relation to his own chief adviser, Dominic Cummings?
Ta-da!
Wait, that's the... you're
using the NHS with the economy, with control.
Benedict Cumberbatch's performance in Brexit and uncivil war brought Dominic Cummings to the public's attention.
Let's take back control!
terrific!
But 12 years before, the big red bus was a big white elephant, an eye-catching gimmick which resonated with voters in the North East devolution referendum.
It's got no use at all. Now they use their ornament.
On camera, Dominic Cummings' dad, here in the coat, posed with the elephant, but behind the scenes it was his son who took the reins, alongside businessman John Elliott.
He was very clever and he was a very hard worker. He set a good example. But he wanted what was right for the country. He's more interested in what's right for the country than party politics. You know, he really does want to see what's right for the country. He wants to figure out what's right, and then he wants to do it.
696,590.
And do it he did in 2004.
We've sent a message.
And again in 2016.
Let June the 23rd go down in our history as our Independence Day.
Have you lost control, Prime Minister?
With pressure mounting on the Prime Minister, can the man from Durham make it a hat-trick of wins in the upcoming general election?